Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Browns going up against the Cardinals. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. First and 10, Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Caught left side, Gilmore. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his...
Cousins, and that's complete to Gilmore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
Detroit!
Cousins now from the 50. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
From the red zone now, Cousins can't find anyone open and not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Cousins forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They've been moved. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
3rd and long for Cousins. Looking for someone to throw to. And he will find his man on the outside. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. but they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. Green.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's complete. It's Gordon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Deep drop, caught left side, Gilmore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. Cousins now on second down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kouamisi able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Here we go now. Detroit! Back down Philly. Here we go.
Cousins from the gun on third. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So the offense has it first and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Coleman, the man in motion right. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Fairley with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd down now following the run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 30. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Let's go, Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Brief break in the action here. More from the desert after this. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 30!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
He'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Let's go. Blue 90. Black 90. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Four down. Check. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Again, it's Johnson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
So many things go into making a good play on. Defense in this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time, and it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who was celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coleman has it here right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add in a little extra.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, Williams. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, One broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Cousins from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Now check, Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19.
They run. It's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
All right, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 39 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Caught left side, Gilmore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kindici in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriots.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
Green 39.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
He's back to throw, and that's complete to Gilmore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Boom, landed.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one. There's plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
A big conversion on fourth down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. On third down, here's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now Lutt. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And the Browns are going to win the football game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American...